Hello there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 8th. This week you are probably, I would have to say, one of the most consistent signs that I read for. I guess that would make sense, though. Taurus is a pretty consistent sign, being a very strong, Earth sign, basically. So you would be pretty consistent, but your message matches almost exactly with last week. You have one card that you had last week. I went back and looked because, like, every time I draw cards, and if I notice that a sign has a card that they probably had the previous week, I always go back and watch that reading to see how consistent it is and things like that. So the first card you have is a Seven of Spades, and actually last week you had the Nine of Spades. The good news about this card is it's a step down. Nine of Spades, maybe last week you were feeling a little bit not so great. Even the Nine of Spades can even be illness. I didn't pick up last week that you were having an illness or anything like that. Some of you may have had a long-term illness. That's more of what I was getting. Actually, I'm getting right now. Something, autoimmune related and things like that is definitely coming in this week. So maybe you've had to deal with that. But what I was talking about last week is more of feeling low, feeling a lack of everything, really. A lack of income, a lack of love, a lack of, everything in your life, and feeling low about it. So like the Nine of Spades, this card pretty much means the same stuff. It means, a lack of all those things. And feeling a little bit low. The good news is it's a lot weaker than the Nine of Spades. So it's like you're coming down, which is great. So maybe you're starting to finally see all this great stuff that you have around you. Taurus, you've had such a consistent message. It's crazy that you've been planting your seeds for the past 8, 9, 10 years, pretty much, and those seeds are sprouting, and finally you're starting to see things starting to kind of work for you in small little ways. I think it's about to get a lot bigger, but we're going to get into that in just a second. The thing about this card also is that sevens, the thing about seven is that it has to do with self. So typically these problems, and I'm definitely feeling that right now, these problems come from within. They come from within us. They're not external problems, so they're mostly mental usually. Problems that we kind of like project onto situations and things like that. So these are things that can be ignored, and they will literally just go away. These problems, health problems, is a different story. Although I mean, just quickly, I don't know why health is coming up right now, but I kind of just go with the flow here. I think your health is going to be pretty good this week as well. Definitely pretty good this week, I would say. But again, these are internal problems that you're thinking of yourself that don't exist. They don't have any bearing on reality. They are just coming from within you, basically. So next we have the Five of Hearts. This card, I always say this card can indicate some jealousy on the more darker side of the card. Somebody who's jealous of you. Things like that. Maybe even some, vibes coming off of your significant other if you're in a relationship or something like that. Things like that's really what I'm getting is a jealousy thing. Work-related, probably. Work-related jealousy, some jealousy, even if you are recently have been in a relationship, if you recently got into a relationship, jealousy from people regarding that relationship is even popping into my head right now as well. That would be on the table. Very minor. Wouldn't even worry about it. It's funny because your problems this week are so minor. Because next you have the Four of Spades, which just indicates small worries. Like I said, you're just worrying about things that don't even exist for the most part. They're just mental. I feel like you've had this message with me in the past as well, so that would make sense. These are small worries that you don't have to worry about. This is the card that you got. You got this card last week. It's kind of the same message. Just don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about. You have some amazing stuff coming in, and I think you have had some amazing stuff coming in since last month. I think a lot of you have probably seen trickles of things coming in, and even seen kind of, how some new things could come to you. So the next card you have is the Ten of Hearts. This is an excellent card. This indicates your problems going away. It indicates your problems literally melting away, just going away. It also indicates good stuff coming in after a period of difficulty. I feel like, again, I feel like I've said this to you before, so I feel like you've had this card with me before, or something very similar, like the Ace of Hearts or something along those lines, because, I feel like that's a theme for you, that your problems are melting away. They are going away. Like I said, this card indicates good things coming in after a period of difficulty. So after, after extreme financial difficulty, after love difficulty, after spiritual difficulty, this card does not just represent love, it represents everything coming into your life. So I really like this card. It's a very good card for you. And like I said, it indicates good things. To strengthen that, you have the Ace of Clubs. One of my favorite cards. Probably, it might just be my favorite card. I go back and forth with my favorite cards here. But this card, it indicates growth in so many different areas. That's why I love it so much. It indicates abundance in everything. So, again, where some people think that the Ace of Diamonds is the best card, it's one of the best cards if you're looking for finance. But if you're looking for abundance in, every area of your life, this card is the best card in the deck, because that's what it indicates. It kind of indicates like the Holy Trinity. You can see there's three little parts on this club. So it indicates, mind, body, spirit, basically. So, it's like everything feeling good in your life, money coming in. This card does indicate wealth. So, if you're working on a business or you're trying to get a raise or something like that, it indicates that that is coming in for you starting now. If you and then, like I said, if you need help in other areas of your life, it indicates help coming in all of those areas. Like I said, it's a very positive card, and it's a very abundant card. So like I said, I believe it was in your May reading that you had the Six of Diamonds, which indicates you planting seeds. I think you also had the 9 or 10 of clubs, and I said that you would be, you had planted your seeds, you have been for years, and now you're harvesting them. Well, this is an even bigger harvest from those seeds coming into your life this week even. I think you'll start to see it. So thank you for watching this video, and as always, have a great week.